Hi, Shep Hyken here, customer service and experience expert, and today I'm going to discuss what to do when you don't have control. What happens when the customer calls about a problem, but the problem is completely out of your control? We'll use an online retailer as an example. The customer buys a product and requests that it be shipped via one of the typical shipping companies like UPS, FedEx, or the United States Postal Service. The product goes out right away, but the shipping company fails to deliver on time. So the customer calls the company and is obviously upset. Why was there a delay? Well, maybe it was a weather problem that caused the shipment to arrive late, or maybe it was just a glitch in the shipping company's system. Regardless of the issue, it was completely out of the seller's control. Not their fault, but that doesn't mean they're off the hook and can't take responsibility. One other quick example, and this one came from one of our subscribers, Brad Mitsud in Australia. He has a law firm that specializes in real estate. Now, sometimes in preparation for a closing, which is when all the papers are signed and the property officially changes ownership, there can be delays due to the bank or some other party not delivering their paperwork on time. Now, whose fault is this? Brad's law firm, as good as it might be, has no control over the employees at other companies who may not act with the same sense of urgency to meet deadlines as his law firm does. Now, in both of the examples, the retail example and the law firm, they had no control over the situation. Yet, to the customer or the client, it looks like they were at fault. So, what can a company do? And the answer has two parts: proactivity and communication. Proactivity means you find out the information before the customer does. For example, technology allows for packages to be tracked and alerts sent if there's delays. You'll know there's a delay before the customer does. Or you can check with a bank to make sure all the documents will be processed on time, well before the due date. So if there's any reason with a problem or the delay, it's your turn to move into part two, which is to communicate with the customer. Let the customer know as soon as possible about any problems. Even though they may not be your fault, many times they will appear to be your fault. It's not your job to deflect the blame. It's your job to let the customer know you're on top of it. You can email the customer and explain that because of a snowstorm, there's a delay and when they can expect their package. A simple phone call can be made to a client to know that certain papers are being held up at the bank for whatever the reason is. And you're aggressively working with the bank to get the problem taken care of. Once you communicate, even if the customer isn't happy with whatever the issue is, they will know that you're aware and on top of the situation. You're working to resolve an issue that isn't even your fault. The customer will appreciate this effort. It's a moment of misery that turns into a moment of magic. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short lesson. Please be sure to visit my website, which is www.hyken.com. There you'll find more information about my speaking programs as well as customer service articles that you can read and share with your colleagues. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Shep Hyken reminding you to always be amazing.